What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMDTNT, where I am living my dream, trading and traveling. Hope everybody out there is doing well on this TGIF Friday. As for myself, I'm doing pretty good. You see where I'm at out here in the shop, letting these machines take a break. Figured I would go ahead and get this recap done because I shut the charts down early this morning and didn't open them back up until about 10 minutes ago. Friday strikes again, y'all. I swear Fridays are like a nemesis for me. I said I wasn't going to trade. I came in, I took a trade, and today is a red day recap. So let's go ahead, let's jump on over into these charts real quick. We're going to get this recap out of the way, and then I'm gonna go ahead, go get me something to eat, and then we're gonna make it a good Friday. So how about them apples? Let me blow that up a little bit so it ain't chopping my head off. There we go. But got charts pulled up. Come on over here and you look and you see now we have 3 take profit accounts, y'all. Both of the pro accounts are both red. Down 148 in this one, down 63 in that one. And I took a payout, y'all, and I want to get up to about, I would like to say 10, but I don't know if I want to do 10. So I'm going to say about 5 prop accounts. So I opened up another prop account today with some of my gains, and we're up 78 bucks. I really just wanted to take a trade to get a day in. Just to get a day in on this particular account right here so that I can get my 5 days in. I didn't want to open the account up today and then not take a trade and just like burn a day. So we're up 78 bucks. We headed there. We're headed there. But this is what the charts look like today. We're going to just blow up the 1 minute chart and we'll take a look at the full picture of what the market did, and then we'll take a look at that one trade. I only took one trade in this account, and I basically shadowed it in the other account, and I had 2 contracts. This one I only had 1 contract, so that's why you see the difference in what was lost. But just looking at the market this morning, we kind of see going into pre-market, kind of just sold off, then kind of chopped around. I got and took this trade at 7:30 and I literally got blazed. It did come up, come back down, and it would have hit target, but it stopped me out prior to that. And then the market just ripped. Flat out ripped once it opened. It's been doing this pretty much all week. Ripped, and then we just kind of chopped our way back down, and then it ended up closing back over there. But let's go ahead, let's blow this on up. Let's take a look at this trade. Let's see if it was a decent trade. See if we can figure out why it didn't work. So coming in around 6:55, the chart flipped red. Still was working with a green candle though. Kept coming, and at 7:20 we get this red candle. So once I get this red candle, I actually I want a supply below it for me to take a trade and use as my stop. Why? Because if the supply is above it, it's a good chance that that's where it's coming back up to retest it. So I took this trade on the break of this demand. My stop was that supply that's above that's going to go get retested, y'all. Market comes down, so I'm a little green. The old me, I'm probably trailing this and gonna take whatever that little profit is. The new me is like my stop is my stop. So let's see what happens, y'all. This comes back up here where it's gonna retest, and it fails and it breaks and I stop out. Had I listened to my rules that I kind of put in place earlier this week, This was not a good trade. This red candle is not a tradable event. If you listen to my recaps this week, I've said that for every single one of them. I want to see a supply form below. So let's see what happens. It comes up, it creates a yellow candle. Yellow candle means the market's coming back down until we can get a demand above it. So it just kind of chops around and boom, makes a move down. Red candle. I need a supply below that red candle. There's one that's about even with it, but does it take out this demand? No, it gets broken. Let's go up. Now this supply takes out that one. Nope, I want to see two of them get taken out. We get another one that comes in, boom, that gets broken. Let's see if that one works. Let's see if that trade would have. I don't think it did. Range on that was 60 bucks. Let's bring that out. Yeah, it's way down there. First area of concern is going to be this 5-minute level. It's not really enough room in that trade, but let's see what happens. Look at that. I always say that I'm trading to my first area of concern. This 5-minute level is that first area of concern. And notice we never could break it. Let's see what happens. Boom, it gets stopped out. So this trade, although, let's bring it out. Although this met my criteria, although that met my criteria, and now you might say, hey, let's use that one. Let's do it. We got two supplies taken out of demand. That hit target easily. So that trade worked. Again, there's enough room. There's enough room. That other one, using that as the stop, between first area of concern and target, it's not enough meat on that bone, not enough juice in the squeeze. But if you use this as your stop entry, now you almost got 1 hour before you hit that first area of concern. Notice it hit it, wicked, hit it, and boom, you would have hit target. Would have hit target. So that trade actually would have worked using that supply, which is the one that technically can use. So yeah, here's what it is. This one just would have took 3 contracts. I would have put, what's that, about 84 bucks. Either do $84 or you could do 2 and you're risking 56. But yeah, that was our day. I took those trades. They were red and I was like, nope, that's it. We're done. We're done. I might buy another one. See, the thing is with take profit, there's several steps to when you request your payout. So you request the payout and then they put the money in a wallet, what they call the wallet. So that money is just sitting there in the wallet. And then you have to take it from the wallet and then withdraw it. But while it's in the wallet, you can use it to buy accounts. And that's what I did. I used part of it to buy that account. And like I said, I want to get about 5 accounts. I'm going to go over to my Discord real quick. And let me do it this way. Give me 1 sec. Spark had found another prop firm that he was interested in opening up. They had direct to funded, and he was like, man, I'm looking at this one. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go over to Discord real quick, and we're gonna take a look at this, and then we're gonna get out of here. So this particular prop firm is called Top One, and they offer these accounts as instant funded accounts. So for 25K, you can go instant funded for 131 bucks right now. 50K, $239. That's a great price to go instant funded. You don't have to sit through no eval or none of that. You can go straight funded. So I was like, man, I like that. Let me check them out. So I went and I started looking into the rules. First one, You got a 5% target rule. With that 5% target rule, let's read it. It says you must reach 5% target to be eligible for each payout. How this target is calculated. So this is based on a 50K account. For your first payout, the target is 5% of the initial balance. So initial balance 50% or 50K, you got to make 5%. You got to make 2,500. So your target balance is 52.5. Easy enough, right? All right. Now for subsequent payouts, that target is now 5% on the top of your new balance after your previous payout. A lot of fancy words there, but they break it down. Example, continuing from above. So you reach your 52.5 and you request $1,000 payout. The max that you can request with this company is $1,000 per payout. Remember that. So now your new post payout balance is now 51.5. Your new 5% target is calculated off of that number. So now this time, guess what? You got to make 25.75. So now your new balance to get a second payout is now 54,075. You see how that worked? So now instead of like with take profit, I could take a payout, make $300 and request another payout. I can make $1,000, request a 500 payout, and then the next day I can turn right back around and request that other 500. This one, you got to make $2,500. And then guess what? Once you got up to that amount, you can only take $1,000. No way. I don't want no parts of that. And then they got a consistency rule. On top of that profit rule, they got a consistency rule. They say this is the most important rule for managing your risk. It ensures that your profits are earned steadily rather than from a single lucky day. Whatever. That's just a way of kind of limiting what you can make. For me, I'm already doing that, but don't limit me. So they say your best day can't be more than 15%. Example 1. You reach your target goal of 2,500. Your single best day was 300. 300 divided by the 25 times 100 is 12%. So you're good. You can take your payout. Example number 2, you fail. You reach your 2,500. Your single best day was 1,000. 1,000 divided by 2,500 times 100, 40%. You fail. You fail, so you can't get a payout, but what you have to do is keep making money. So now, to find the profit target you need, $1,000 divided by 15% equals $6,600. You must grow the total profit to $6,600 without having a better day than the $1,000. So you can't have what Vega likes to call outlier days, where the market is just tanking and you just taking advantage of it and you just rocking and rolling. If you do that, every single one of your days have to be banger days. And then guess what? You had to make $6,667 and you can only request $1,000. I'm good. I'll stay over there with Take Profit Trader. Call it what it is. That threshold that a lot of people hate, I won't say I love it, but I don't hate it. Just requires you to take profit. Like I was telling Spark today, you take a trade and you lose $300, and then you take another trade and you make $350, you've restored that threshold. The only time that threshold kills you is if you just keep taking a loss and another loss and another loss and another loss, or you take one big loss. If you take $1,000 loss, you use $1,000 of your threshold, and now you have to make that $1,000 back in order to restore your threshold. But as long as you're taking profits, you're good. On that note, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna wrap this video up. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. I asked last video, if you're out there trading prop firms, which ones are y'all trading? And give the pros and the cons if you don't mind. Like I say, it's a lot of us out there that's looking to maybe trade some other prop firms. Take Profit Trader might not be the best one out there. I know a lot of people still trading Top Step. I'm not really messing with them because I don't like their platform, Top Step X platform. I might look at nope, I ain't going there. I'll be quiet on that one. I might look at Tradeify though. I might look at Tradeify. I think Vega's still trading with them. He hadn't had any issues, so I might look at them. But yeah, if you're out there, let us know what you're trading. Let us know. On that note, I'm gonna wrap this one up. We'll be back at it again next week. Peace.